All right, we were just talking about it that the leak of the college football uh, game, the deluxe edition of College Football 25, was leaked out on Friday, and there was the 6 athletes with the names on the jerseys, and people already started to talk about who was snubbed in it and who should have been on there and who would deserve to be on before somebody else. And every college team's fan base was voicing their opinion that their guy should have been on there and who he should have replaced and who didn't deserve to be on there. And guys like Quinton Judkins shouldn't have been on there because he transferred. And the only reason he's on there is because he's at Ohio State now, but he shouldn't be on there. And there's arguments and all these people. And Jalen Milroe is only on there because he's at Alabama, but he's not. He shouldn't be on there. And Travis Hunter, and we only put him because of Dion, and Colorado wasn't good enough. He shouldn't be on there, and everybody wants to fight it. But this is the question for the day, the poll of the day. Who was the biggest snub from the cover of College Football 25? Because I saw a lot of people saying who should be taken off, and then the people they'd say put on weren't necessarily people that you were like, well, no, those are not. I get they're big for wherever you're at, but they're not the ones. So who's the biggest snub? I'll give you some names that I've read from multiple people that have talked about it. Ollie Gordon is one.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best running backs in college football last year. Went to Oklahoma State, so was not necessarily the biggest school, but Ollie Gordon is somebody that people were saying it could be the best running back in college football again this year. Yep. And so if we want to go with that, Ollie Gordon's one. Dylan Gabriel, really good player last year, going to be on an electric offense at Oregon. People believe that Dylan Gabriel could be on there. There is an Oregon jersey, like right near, but there's no name.
Yeah.
You can't see the name, but there's an Oregon jersey right up front.
Yeah.
There's one of those. Jackson Dart from Ole Miss, another name that's up there. People think we could do really well this year. And then, of course, Shedeur Sanders. There was the complaining that Shedeur did not make it, that everybody thought he should be on the cover. But I'm sure you guys got some of your own as well, names that you think should have been, that were snubbed, that probably deserve to be on there. It's a weird year that there isn't, I don't think, a clear and present Heisman favorite, that there's not somebody returning, because we've had him the last few years because of the COVID year, because of NIL. We've had a lot more of the guys returning that you just say, no, that guy's front runner. These 3 guys are the front runners. Now there's guys that you think are the front runner, but I don't know if there's any clear-cut favorite for the Heisman. So there's not a guy that you say that's the face of it, if you're saying the face of college football this year. But so let us know on the text line, who is the biggest snub from the color of College Football 25, at least the deluxe edition, the one that has been leaked so far.
Yeah, it's hard to say that Shedeur Sanders got snubbed because they did have Colorado represented literally with a player.
And Travis Hunter is one of the guys that, for a video game, especially because he's a two-way player.
He plays both sides of the ball.
So you're like, people would love to do him. I bet they'll have a play as a player mode, and if you play that, you can play both sides. And people would want to do that.
Yeah.
It's like in the MLB games now. Everybody wants to do stuff like Shohei and be a two-way player. Now you don't have to be a pitcher or a position player. You can play both.
Yeah, no, like I said, Colorado's, like I said, they're well represented. I mean, think about that. Think about the company they're in right now. Like, that's how much that Deion Sanders, that's how impactful it is. That the company that he's in now, guys, they got Texas as a blue blood, and I'm not saying Texas back, but just played in the college football playoff.
Yep.
You got Michigan, who won it all. And then you got Colorado, who won what? 4 games?
4 games.
One of these things is not like the other. And even the other guys that I mentioned, right? You got Jalen Milroe, Alabama, played the college football playoff. Nick Saban, had them on a dynastic run. What the other? Ohio State. Carson Beck, right? Georgia. I mean, come on, man. It is like, hold on, how did Colorado even get there? That's the impact of Deion. That's how impactful Deion has been. If y'all want to try to see how impactful Deion has been in terms of bringing that program to relevance, like, are they relevant in terms of winning on the field? No, but he's got the Cowboys blueprint, baby. He's got the Jerry Jones blueprint. Y'all gonna care about what Deion says, and Deion's gonna bring more eyeballs and more attention and free media to that program than any coach is gonna bring to a program in college football, maybe in the history of college football. Guys, the video game just came back, and Colorado is prominently featured on the cover with Michigan, who just won it all. Texas just played in the college football playoff, and Alabama and Ohio State and Georgia. Why the hell are they there? Think about this, guys. Why are they there? Because you think because of Travis Hunter? No, Travis Hunter's great. There's some really good players. He ain't that good.
No, if Travis Hunter,
they want to put Deion on there, they couldn't put Deion on there. They did the closest thing they could. They're like, damn it, let's put it on there. What about Shedeur Sanders? Nah, let's put Travis Hunter. It'll be less controversial because they don't want to go with Deion.
Sanders,
but y'all know why he's on there. It's because of Deion.
Yes,
it is.
100%.
There's no doubt.
Oh, 100%. No, because and he's got probably the most to prove because everybody else will sit there. And if they win 6 games this year, you're like, dude, I don't care how good Travis Hunter is. He won 6 games. Come on, man. Why is he on there?
Why is he on there? Like, yeah, he's on there because hey, we in terms of most talked about college football programs, they deserve it. If this cover is trying to give you the most discussed and talked about programs nationally, they got it right. And maybe that's what they were doing. Maybe that's the pattern that we're identifying. Think about Michigan. We talked more about Michigan than we talked about any college football program this year because of the cheating scandal and because they won a national title and Jim Harbaugh being as charismatic as he is. So we talked Michigan football a ton. Texas is back. We talk Texas football a ton. Yeah, we talk it every damn day. But talk about nationally here, they talking it a ton, right? You start looking at, and then what else we talk about? We talked a lot about Colorado. We talked a lot about Colorado this year. A ton. Probably talked more about Colorado than we did Ohio State. I talked about more about Colorado than we did Alabama. And Alabama was in the college football playoff with Nick Saban. I think they went with the most. I think they were with probably the most trendy, the most trending and the most talked about programs probably in the last season, in the last year, and that's probably what they went with.
Yeah,
think about it.
Oh no, I think because they're trying to make the money, and you want to have the conversation. I guarantee you, people playing the game are going to either play as Colorado and build that franchise up and build the program up, or they're going to play and schedule Colorado every year and beat them every year.
And beat them bad every year. Yeah. I think now I'm trying to identify the pattern. That's the pattern.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. They went with the most talked about programs in the country for the 2023 season. That's what they went with. And I can see it's kind of weird. Like even in, they have like 2 helmets also on the sides here, and it's LSU. If you notice with the expanded view, you can even see LSU and like Washington there close, but they're not named. They don't have names. We're talking about the guys with names who are featured. And like I said, it doesn't make one of these things is not like the other guys, and we know why.
Yeah, like Notre Dame's in there up front.
Notre Dame's, exactly.
Notre Dame's always talked about, and those.
Of course. Yeah, into Colorado. Well done, Deion. Well done. I mean, how the hell did that happen? I don't know.
So 512-447-3776, the text line. Who is the biggest snub from the cover of College Football 25 Deluxe Edition? At least the leak that came out. Who is the biggest snub that you would have?
Is there any Group of 5 representation at all? Oh, I see Boise State actually. I see Boise State, I believe, in the back there. Yep, I see a Boise State reference. You see it? It's right between Notre Dame and USC. I think that's Boise State, like on the left side.
The left side.
I think that's Boise State. So maybe they might be the only Group of 5 that I see that I can identify just off top. So maybe if you want to say who got snubbed, maybe it was the Group of 6 got snubbed. The entire damn Group of 6, all of them got snubbed. Because I don't know, in Boise State that doesn't make sense because all the programs who
but they're famous football game. They're always big in the game because of Blue Field.
Oh,
the Blue Field. No, it was a game, especially. I know the graphics are probably better, but you always played as Boise State because if you were playing against another person, you couldn't see the players.
Good. I never thought about that.
No, they're big in the game.
That's good. It's in the game.
It's in the game.
No, that's good. You're right. That's a great point. I never thought about that. I'm 2 O's. That's I'm an old man. I ain't thinking about stuff like that. But you're right. That's a great point. Yeah. All right. So there you go. That's the question. Who was snubbed from the video game? Like right now, I'm probably gonna go the group of 6. Like most of them. Like I mean, just having one team represented, maybe it's them. Kind of show. I think they're foreshadowing the future of major college sports. Like, hey, they ain't got no place here.
No, Liberty didn't make it.
Liberty
didn't get in there.
Liberty didn't get in there. Is there another Group of 5 school that probably should have made? If say Boise State, who other than Boise State would have?
Well, didn't Liberty weren't they undefeated last year?
No, I'm with you. That's what I'm saying. I agree with you. I'm just saying, like, is anybody? But you agree they're not necessarily worthy of being.
No, they're not. But I'm just saying, if you say we're talking about teams that were good last year, they were really. I mean, they
were really good. No, you're right. I'm just trying to think of because Boise State they have been recognized and recognizable brand for a long time now, since they beat Oklahoma, right? And then in that famous bowl game, and then the proposal on the field, they've been in our conscious, sports conscious for a long time.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's why they ultimately did it, because I can't think of another group of 6, a group of 5 program that'd go, oh yeah, they deserve the representation.
I don't know.
I don't.
Yeah.
All right, good stuff there. Good conversation.